Ever wondered how to get brownies to that delicious stage of buttery and gooey and fudgy? Well, I'm gonna show you a few things, but this time I'm gonna do it with some Blondies because, no offense, I think I like those more. We're gonna toss in some pecans and chocolate, and dude, these are gonna be amazing. What is up, my comies? Chef Billy Parisi here, and you know that we believe good homemade food from scratch just tastes better. And these Blondies, bro, woo-wee, are they amazing, insanely delicious. You're gonna love them. Huge shout out to my friends over at Bob's Red Mill for partnering with me to make this amazing recipe. We used to make Blondies at one of the restaurants I used to work at, and it was so hard not to eat them when we were in the kitchen. So now we're gonna bring that restaurant quality dessert right to your very own kitchen. And believe it or not, it is way easier to make than you may have thought. The first thing we need to do is add in some melted butter to a very large bowl. Next, we're gonna add in some packed light brown sugar. This is one of my secrets to making sure these are really gooey and fudgy. We're gonna hit it with a little bit of regular granulated sugar. Next, add in some eggs, followed up with some vanilla extract. We're gonna use quite a bit here because Blondies really depend on the flavor from the vanilla and the brown sugar to flavor these things up, not white chocolate. White chocolate Blondies are completely separate, okay? So we're not doing that, we're doing Blondies. Next, give these a stir. Make sure it is completely combined before we add in anything else. This is really important. Now let's add in some Bob's Red Mill fine pastry flour. This is a fantastic flour to make for all of your wonderful pastries or desserts, cakes, brownies like this, anything loaded with proteins, absolutely fantastic. We're gonna throw a few scoops in there, followed up with some baking powder, some baking soda. We're gonna add in some sea salt, and then using that whisk, combine all of these ingredients together. It will become a very thick batter. Think almost like a cookie batter, a little bit runnier than that. But you wanna make sure it is completely combined, because at this stage, we're gonna pour in some white chocolate chips, or if you have chunks of white chocolate or mini morsels, whatever you got, it's gonna be awesome in this recipe, so go ahead and add it to the top. Next, add in some pecans. We're gonna fold those together until completely combined. I know I said Blondies don't have white chocolate in them, but what I mean is there's no cocoa powder or the white chocolate isn't melted and incorporated into the batter. You can and should fold it into the end along with nuts, which is exactly what we've done here. Now in a big 13x9 cake dish, what I'm gonna do is add a piece of parchment paper in there. This is gonna help so that it does not stick. We're next gonna spray on some non-stick spray, because I always learn parchment and non-stick spray no matter what you're throwing in the oven. Now transfer that delicious batter all into that pan. And then once it is in there, just use the back side of the spatula, sort of flatten everything out, maybe give it a few taps, but spread it out so it's completely even across the pan. Now we are going in the oven at 325 degrees, going to take in between 50 and 55 minutes for this to cook. You guys, the Blondies are done. It smells glorious in here, my friends. Fantastic. This is the next secret. Do not overcook your Blondies. When you know they're done, the outside edges will start to pull away from the pan a little bit. They will be much firmer, and you will see a little jiggle in the center if you give it a tap. That is the key to those ooey, gooey, buttery, fudgy brownies, obviously Blondies in this case. Make sure it is at this consistency. Here's the hard part. Put it on a rack, let it completely cool to room temperature, which can take anywhere in between 60 or 90 minutes, but it's between you and the Blondies if you want to get after this right now, okay? But we're not done yet. Once they're finished cooling, what we're gonna do is simply take them out of the pan and then go ahead and slice them up into individual portions. You see sort of that lip around the outside. Dude, let me stop you. That's the best part about these Blondies. Seriously, that's like the money part of the Blondies. You know, like the corner edge piece in lasagna, like I talk about my bolognese lasagna here? It's that, it's crunchy, dude, just eat this part. It may not look as beautiful as at the center, but it's so flippin' good, I promise you. Once you've sliced it up, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna stack it on a plate. I'm gonna top off with a little bit of vanilla ice cream. And now what I'm gonna do is drizzle caramel all over it. If you need a caramel recipe, be sure to check out my sour cream bundt cake. It is absolutely amazing, foolproof, and super easy to do. Once the caramel's on there, you know I'm extra. I almost finished everything with a little bit of whipped cream and berries, so let's add the whipped cream on there. And of course, if you need a recipe for that, I've got some easy to follow instructions in my key lime pie recipe. And then finish it off with a little berries, which will bring some nice colors to this dish. And then last but not least, a little piece of mint. Boom, bro. This is what dreams are made of, no joke. Nothing like bringing a restaurant quality dessert right to your home. So good, so amazing. I'm gonna stuff my face here. Be sure to check out one of my favorite recipes of all time, creme anglaise and berries. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel. We'll catch you on the next video.